So this notebook sample, we're going to draft a halter, but what we're really trying to learn is contouring. If we were to draft a halter from our basic bodice, and we have our bodice fit, and we just draw our style lines of where our neck would be, and then our new armhole. If we were to cut it and sew it, you'll find out that there's going to be gaping, right? It's going to be a little bit baggy. You'll be able to see like down your shirt. So the concept that we're really trying to master is, well, how do we change our pattern then to have contour so that it's really wrapped around our body pretty tight? The author of the book actually has this contour pattern template, and she just has like different stress points and then like a circle around the bust area of where to take it in. So this is, I think, just like a good template. Really what it is that these gray things, she's pinching out fabric. So she knows if you're gonna redesign your style lines, your fabric might gape at some of these main points, and you just need to pinch it in to make it smaller. That's kind of the big idea. Also, we can reshape our dart legs to be kind of curved, and that will also get a really snug, tight fit. So that's what we're basically trying to learn here. So to do the tank top, we're gonna change our style lines, and then we're gonna pinch it in a little bit here. We can redraw our dart legs to be more, have that shaping. And we're gonna pinch it in a little bit at the side seam and a little bit here at kind of like another part of our contour line. So we're doing two different guidelines that we're gonna be pinching in. We're pinching in at the neckline, and we're pinching it in at the armhole so that both these style lines will actually lay flat on the body. So I thought maybe it'd be kind of fun if I just drew the style lines first on the pattern and sewed it up, and let's look at it. Like, is it really gaping? Is that a problem? So that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward so you can see what it looks like sewn up. Okay, so here I have the pattern sewn up, and I just changed style lines. I didn't do anything regarding contouring. And you can see, we can kind of peek into her shirt there. It's gaping a bit. I'm gonna turn on some of our fit things. This is supposed to show stress, strain, fit, and let's try the fit map. Can't wear too tight, no, it's too loose, right? So let me try this one. Yeah, so it's really loose. It's where it's blue, it's loose. Where it's white, it's crazy loose. Like, that's really gaping a lot. Our armhole, surprisingly, isn't that bad. It's not really gaping as bad as the book was like concerned it might be. So that's kind of, but maybe there's a little bit. Look right here. There's a little bit gaping underneath her armhole. So we're trying to contour it to get rid of it. And really, if we follow that guide, let's see if I can pull that up. We're basically pinching out a little bit at the armhole and pinching a little bit out at what is the new neckline, basically. So this is going to be, because that's coming off our neckline, and a little bit out from the armhole. So they're doing 5/8 inch from the armhole, and they're doing 3/4 inch from the neck. So that's a pretty big pinch, it's almost an inch. And then they also even pinch 1/2 inch out just from the side seam, by bringing in the side seam a little bit tighter. They don't really talk about the back pattern piece at all. They just do the front. So we'll definitely take 1/2 inch out of the side. We'll take 5/8 inch out of the armhole, which I think for our fit model might be too much, but let's just do it anyways. And then the front will take 3/4 inch, and we'll see what that looks like. So I'm gonna hop back over to CLO, and I'm gonna zoom in here. Okay. Oh boy, let's see, or should I eyeball it? No, I'm gonna do 1/2 inch. Didn't I say 1/2 inch? Okay, so I guess I'm just kind of going in. There we go. Okay. Well, how long was my line? My line was 7 1/4. I still want it to be 7 1/4. So there we go, and 1/2 inch. Okay, that's good. So that's just going to be a little bit shorter, a little tighter. That's easy enough. And then I want to basically slash some out of here and slash some out of there. So I'm going to draw myself some slash lines with my internal tool. I think what I'm going to do, you know what, maybe I should do some points of where I want it to come actually. Let's do that first. I'm just going to pick U, and then I'm going to go over here, and this I'm going to right click because I want it 5/8 inch away. 5 divided by 8. Is it like, oh no, it wants me to type in 0.625. Ah. Oh my gosh, really? What's going on here? Is it line 1? Okay, 0.6025. Did I do that right? No. It is line 1. 0.625. Me and fractions. Okay, so there's 2 points there. And same here, doesn't really matter. I guess I'll just put 1 point here. And the other one I said 1/2 inch away, right? So we'll say 0.5. Okay, so now I'm going to do some guidelines to kind of cut it out. So G, and I'm just going to click here. I'm going to click, double click, and I'm going to click again and do my double click. I'm going to click again, double click, and click one more time and double click. Okay. Now, I want to select all of those guides I just drew. I think if I hold Shift, I should be able to. I'm going to right click, and we're going to say Extend, Add Point to Pattern Outline. Yes, I know they are intersecting. Is that a problem? Let's try one at a time. Maybe it doesn't like it because they're all on this thing. Anyways, let's see what happens. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to try to cut. I'm going to try it. Let's start with just these two. Right click, cut. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take this and I'm going to toss it. Delete. I don't want you. Okay, let's see if I can do the same to the other side. Right click, cut. And yeah, you're just excess. I'm just removing you, getting rid of you. Now I need to put these pieces back together. So I'm going to select this line and hold Shift, select this guy and merge them. And select you, hold Shift, right click, merge. Okay, so what if I do edit undo? What if I pick you first and then this one? Does it move both of them? I've never really noticed. Okay. So it didn't totally mirror it on the other side. Kind of did. It did on this one, which is interesting. So I guess what I'll have to do is just delete this. And then merge this guy, hold Shift, right click and merge. Okay. Oh, here's the other pattern piece that just didn't get deleted. Luckily it merged. Okay, it's gone. Okay, so we took out 1/2 inch at the neck opening. We took out 5/8 inch around the armhole. I see it's already red. And we took in a little bit at the side. And I can see it's red. We see tension now. It's definitely tighter already. So, oh, that was a mistake. Can we do an edit undo? Oh, no, we cannot. Great. Do that. Go back where you're supposed to be. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's put you, delete. Okay, so I'm going to hit simulate. Let's see what happens. Hey, the reds kind of went away. That's nice. So it's green. It's tighter. Looks like there might be a little bit of gaping at the top. But yeah, the armhole, I don't see any gaping at all. It's definitely much better around the neckline. But it kind of seems like there's a little bit there. So another trick to get rid of gaping, and this is something we learned from an older notebook sample, it was when we did the wrap, you can take some out of the neck if you make your neck a little shorter. So we can try that right now. So I'll just bring the neck down. How much? Should I start with just 1/4 inch? Just a 1/4 inch. Okay. Let's see if that does anything. Yeah, a little bit. So there you go. So again, what we're trying to learn here is, let me get rid of this thing so we can look at it. Right. We're just trying to contour, do some shaping around the neck, just make it a little bit tighter. We kind of just pinched along some contour guidelines, and that way there's less gaping. You know, one thing we didn't do is reshape the dart, so the dart is still, it's just a little loose and fitted. Let's see how different ways to look at this. Ooh, here we are. Let me see here. No, let's try this one. Opaque. So you can kind of see, you know, there's a lot of extra fabric here. So let's just look again at what the book does. So they kind of take it out a little bit and they go in, which is sort of interesting. So they go out 3/16 and then in 1/16. So just kind of reshape it. Let's try that right now. You know what I'd love to do is get this guy on the fold line so that it's symmetrical. So I'm actually just going to delete this. And I'm going to click U, right click, unfold with sewing. That way I only have to do it to one dart. I don't want to do it to both. Make it symmetric. Okay. Okay, maybe I will go ahead and add a point. How far do they do in the book? Do they say? No, not really. That's fine. Let's just do it about, let's do about 1.5 inches. And same with this side. Okay. What's the easiest way to do it? Should I make this a guide? Maybe I should just draw some internal lines to do this, or no, maybe I'll just make this a curved line. Let's see if that's something I can do. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna go out a little bit and in a little bit. Maybe that was too far out. Okay, so same over here. Select this guy. Oh, what happened to my point? Did I forget to do that? 1.5. And I guess we'll go out a hair and in a hair. Oh, I kind of like the way that one looks. I don't really need to change it. I think we're okay. Let's see what that looks. So you can already see how some's like taken out. Let's go ahead and simulate it. And yeah, look at that. It really kind of wraps a bit more underneath there. So there's kind of room to possibly take out more even. But yeah, that kind of helps with the fit. Let me do the regular fabric. Okay, that's really fitted. You can see the shadows underneath her. That's an option. We're just trying to contour. So this is a lesson on contouring. Again, you can always, you're the designer, you can decide like how much contouring you think your design needs. But we're trying to get the overall lesson on what contouring is and how to control it. It's up to you if you think it looks good or not. So, okay, that's the end of this demonstration. I'm looking forward to seeing what your experiences are and if you guys have any tips or tricks so we can get this conversation going.